Hello colleagues. At various webinars and startup parties, it always angers me when large global companies such as Amazon, Microsoft, and the like are cited as an example of successful companies, because the actions necessary to achieve success in a big business are different from the actions necessary to achieve success in a small business. You need to know the success stories of large companies to understand what difficulties and problems your business may face along the way as it grows, but information on solving small business problems is more about talking with successful small business owners. But today, all the same, a few words about big business. An infographic on the structure of income of large technology companies caught my eye. Not that this information is some kind of insider and unknown to anyone, but this infographic visualizes the ecosystems of business models of these companies. I will try to further structure the information about what is at stake. Amazon. This is a company that has built its business on the online sales of physical and digital products. They started with simple paper books, but now the income from online sales is less than half of the income concerning other income items, 47.3%. Amazon has long been not just selling products but is a marketplace for other businesses. I think that in absolute terms of income from online sales, they have reached a certain maximum and have monopolized the market to a greater extent, and in the future, this income module will decrease concerning the rest. Or rather, the rest will increase. Subscription model Prime, 6.8%. These are various bonuses and features due to the company's expertise. AWS, 13.2%. This is an insider development that allows you to scale the IT component of actively growing companies. In times of rapid growth, the IT team of the project needed to solve the problem of website accessibility, which gave birth within the company to this technical solution, which is now used by many IT companies around the world. Advertising services, 6.6%. I did not think that they made up such a large part of the income. But apparently, where there is a large audience, there is always room for advertising revenue. Third-party seller service, 22%. Commissions, shipping fees, and other services. It would be interesting to see this point in more detail. I don't know what this business model is called correctly, but I would call it to add a couple of bucks to the payment, where the client is already paying for something. This is not an explicit payment for the company's expertise. Physical stores, 3.6%. We do not take it into account. For me personally, this business model is of little interest. The main component of the Amazon ecosystem is a marketplace with goods, the main task of which has always been to sell at the lowest possible price. It is the marketplace that generates an audience and allows you to make successful sales before the sale due to technical solutions and brand reputation. By the way, I liked the book The Everything Store, Bezos and the Age of Amazon. I love information related to the development of marketplaces. Apple. The history of the company is so well known to everyone that it will be difficult to add something new. Probably, if not every person on the globe, then every family is associated with this brand. The basis of the company's ecosystem at every stage was the gadgets produced within the company. It was the quality of gadgets that allowed the company to generate an audience and make sales of its other services and products. To date, the flagships of sales are iPhone, 52.5% in the structure of the company's income, Mac, 9.6%, iPad, 8.7%. Company services, 18.7% are services for the sale of digital content. Sadly, the structure isn't detailed, but it's definitely a digital marketplace for the most part, selling music and apps. It is unlikely that Apple TV plays any significant role. There is also a subscription business model in this income structure, but it is apparently not as obvious as Amazon's Prime subscription. Wearables, 10.5%. These are companion gadgets that are also an integral part of Apple's tech ecosystem. Alphabet aka Google. Without infographics, everyone knows that the main income is advertising, 69%. The company has grown into a variety of free and paid services that will likely continue to lead ad sales for years to come. There was a time when I analyzed purchases and sales of various companies on the market. It seemed to me that Google buys companies and services for their values, unlike Yahoo, which in most cases closed the projects of the purchased companies, and the acquired teams simply merged with the Yahoo staff. Google Ads, 12.3% is also about advertising, but about the income from the work of partners. Google Other, 18.3% is probably about their marketplace. The main product built around the company's business is a search engine, and it is this technological component that is the basis of the company's ecosystem. Android platform conceptually competes with iOS, but where the company is hoping to work with hardware partners. Microsoft. Initially, this is a company about the sale of software. Windows, 13.8%, and Office, 23.7%, were the company's flagship products, but having hit the ceiling in the work of competitors, the structure of income from these software products, I am sure, will continue to fall. But the Microsoft Azure ecosystem and #40, 31.3% and #41, is developing and growing. Microsoft Surface, 4%. Devices. Not the strongest side of Microsoft. I'm even somewhat surprised that they earned something on this, but perhaps the situation is not very visible to me from the local market. Enterprise Services, 4.1%. Apparently it's about consulting and implementation of Microsoft products. Search Ads, 5.1%. Verticing income on search. If you use the Bing search engine, please write for what kind of queries it suits you more than Google. Or do you use it only as part of your ecosystem? LinkedIn, 6.1%. Corporate social network. The #1 platform for finding work and employees. On the same Upwork, tasks for analyzing user profiles are often offered, and in the last video, the link will be in the description, I even gave information on a service that builds a business based on data from LinkedIn. Gaming, 9.1%. Apparently, this is not only about the marketplace of games, which is not very clear who uses it, but also the sale of the company's internal developments through other marketplaces. Meta aka Facebook. Advertising, 97.5%. Previously, for some reason, I thought that the income from their internal marketplaces was somewhat higher because it was not in vain that Meta was rebranded with a move to the metaverses. But here, as for me, Twitter has more chances, despite the lack of such software and hardware products as Meta has. The numbers in the infographic are interesting, although the visualization can be a little odd in places when it looks like blue is compared to a square. Nevertheless, the infographic makes it clear that large businesses in one way or another tend to inherit each other's business models to win their part of the audience from other businesses and offer users their ecosystems for using certain digital and physical products. The main business models and parts of the ecosystem are device development, marketplaces, subscription models, development and sale of games, programs and services, and advertising platform. Which of these business models should work for you is up to you. But, as you can see, they are all present in almost any big business. Peace.